हेलो या तो हम लोग जल्दी से शुरू करते हैं where we left off, right? With the whole idea of Lewis structures. मेरी आवाज साफ आ रही है? You able to hear me clearly? You should able to see me clearly as well. So इस वाले सेशन में हम लोग फोकस करने वाले हैं Lewis structures पे, formal charge पे, and what is the point of all of this, right? हम लोग क्यों बना रहे हैं ये? Yeah, because the way a Lewis structure looks like will decide the kind of reactions it will undergo. And this is extremely useful for the whole of organic chemistry. I know कि काफी लोग अभी 11th grade में organic chemistry कर रहे हैं, right? GOC, हाइड्रोकार्बन हम लोग भी करेंगे जल्दी, बट उसके लिए ये बेसिक्स क्लियर होना बहुत जरूरी है. ठीक है, चलो लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड. मेरी आवाज साफ आ रही है? एबल टू सी मी एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट? Yes, Radhika, I think period table हट ही गया है, right? I mean, unless I am mistaken somehow. Yeah, we'll have to confirm that, but yeah, I'm pretty sure हट गया है, right? That's what we checked. I'll have to confirm. We can Google that right away. I'm pretty sure हट गया है. Hey Khushi, what's up? How you doing? Long time. Yeah. So you can check the syllabus out, guys. But I think periodic table and solid state, pretty sure कि दोनों चीजें हट गई हैं. Yeah, long time. So let's explore Lewis dot structures in detail. If you're wondering what this is part 2 of chemical bonding. Part 1 we just did. It'll be in the link and all of that. Yeah, part 1, part 2, जितने भी parts हैं नीचे होंगे. You'll get the notes to the session as always. Yeah, and the YouTube session link is right behind me. So when I share the notes with you, you will be able to click on that link, the YouTube session link जो हरा कलर लिखा है, and you can come back to session from the notes as well. Okay, Lewis dot structures, what are they? Yeah, the focus is that okay, you've got a lot of atoms that bond, and those bonds can be represented by dots. It's literally as simple as that. Yeah, now those dots represent electrons, and usually one atom donates or accounts for one or more than one electron in a bond. Okay, that's the main idea. Why? The focus is to get to noble gas configuration. Okay, so here's the example of fluorine. Okay, two two fluorine atoms come together. Okay, two fluorine atoms come together and form F2. Now you'll notice that all these dots are electrons. The blue ones are the first fluorine and the pink ones are from the second fluorine. You'll notice that there's an overlap of two of these. Yeah, that is the bond itself. So this bond that you see between two fluorine atoms is represented like this in case of a Lewis structure. And that sort of a Venn diagram that you see, the overlapping structure, yeah, वो है आपको दिखा रहा है कि अच्छा इसके अंदर हैं 8 electrons. Inside this are 8 electrons. That's it. That's how a Lewis structure works. Yeah. And that's all right. Score आता जाता रहता है. तो important thing is to keep trying. Yeah, you gotta keep trying. I'm good. मुझे bonding पढ़ाने में तो काफी मजा आ रहा है. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this as well. Another way of looking at the whole Lewis dot structure is to complete atoms and atoms duplet. Right? Duplet, yeah. Hydrogen tries to attain a noble gas configuration of helium. So that's a duplet. So it's happy with that. So same idea. Yeah. जो overlapping चीज है, this is the bond. Yeah. And nothing else is there. So shared pair electrons, this is a Lewis dot structure for H2. Similarly, आप chlorine का भी बना सकते हैं. Chlorine gas, which is Cl2, this will look like this. This is the bond that you mostly will write. Yeah. And you'll see that in the presence of light, this breaks and forms two free radicals. ये सब चल रहा होगा आपका अभी organic में, right? So that's what happens over here. और अगर heterolytically break हो तो C plus or Cl plus or Cl minus बनेगा. That also is there when you do aromatic reactions. Anyway, the main point is that I will show the reaction like this, and because it's just, it's got an extra electron, lot of electrons over here, so it can do all of these funky things. Okay, how do you know that? By drawing this structure. पहली बात, ठीक है? All right, sweet. Oxygen makes makes two bonds. That is shown by 4 dots in between them. Okay, that's a very interesting thing. So usually you just do one dot, right? If I were to do hydrogen, I would either show it like this or like this. Both of them are the same. In case of oxygen, since there are 4 electrons, which means 2 bonds, this is basically this. ये जो 2 electron है, this is being represented by 1 bond. तो अगर 4 electron है, this is the same as a double bond. अगर 6 electron है, 6 भी हो सकते हैं, जरूर क्यों नहीं हो सकते? That is going to be represented by a triple bond. Okay, that's all, yaar. That's all there is. Now here is another way to look at the Lewis dot structure of what is this? Ethene C2H4, CnH2n. Yeah, that's exactly the formula of alkenes. So उसी से है, that's the family of alkenes and all of that. What is this? Oh, ethyne. This is CnH2n minus 2. N is equal to 2 over here. So you get C2H2. Okay, any doubts so far, guys? Any doubts? Are we all right? Yeah, koi doubt hai? Nothing complicated so far, right? It's all chill. Yeah, just checking in if there's anything over here. We're going to look at how to draw these Lewis dot structures. That's important. Okay, although इस चीज पे ज्यादा सवाल आजकल नीट में नहीं आ रहे, but we'll do it anyway because this will help you in the whole of organic chemistry. All right, sweet. Hey Medha, what's up? Hi. Great. Hey Dyutit, how are you doing? Yeah. So the first step is to identify the central atom, which should be the largest size, least electronegative, smallest in number, and can form a lot of bonds. Now you'll see that these rules are a little bit, yeah, you can bend them a little bit. You'll see what I mean. Okay, let's look at carbon dioxide. This is an easy one. Carbon dioxide में carbon is definitely less electronegative than oxygen and is fewer in number. एक ही carbon है, दो oxygen atoms है, तो उसको हम लोग बीच में डाल देते हैं. And symmetrically let's place the oxygen. That's it. Symmetrically. दो oxygen में तो दो side में रख देते हैं. अगर जो है ज्यादा oxygen होते हैं, तीन होते हैं, we'll put a different thing around it, right? So right now this is what we'll do. Okay, sweet. So let's do this. What's the next step? The next step is to figure out the total number of valence electrons. Total number of valence electrons. Here is my good friend ptable.com. Please open it up if you have a desktop or a tablet. If you're on a mobile device, it's all right. Just look at my screen. You can play around with it as well. That's why I'm asking you to open it up. अरे ये कहाँ गया? बंद हो गया क्या? No, I was sharing this. हाँ, here you go. There you go. Okay, awesome. So valence electrons कैसे आएंगे? Let's go back to the regular series. You're able to see this colorful periodic table, right? We want to talk about the number of valence electrons in carbon and oxygen. You may already know the answer, but how do you get this? Carbon पे click करिए इधर. Okay, when you click on carbon, right in the corner over there, yeah, बिल्कुल उधर कोने में, you see that it says 2 and 4. So the number 4 is the total number of valence electrons of carbon. How is that? मैं यहाँ पे लिख रहा हूँ. You'll be able to see it very soon over here. Okay, carbon is 1s2, 2s2 and 2p2. तो ये 2s2 और 2p2 मिला के हो गए 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन. Similarly, oxygen, maybe you already know this and this is like a repetition. Oxygen is going to be 2 and 6. कोने में दिख रहा है बड़ा बड़ा. So 2 is again 1s2 and oxygen कहाँ पे लिखे? यहाँ पे लिख देते हैं. You'll be able to see my screen in a second. Don't worry. It's 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. तो valence electron हुए जो outermost electron है. Oxygen के हो गए 6 and carbon के हो गए 4. It's okay, you don't have to remember all this, just bring out the periodic table and with time याद आ जाएगा. अगर अभी याद है तो बहुत अच्छी बात है, अगर याद नहीं है तो don't worry, keep looking at the periodic table, बार बार खोलते रहिए and you'll get it. Okay, awesome. Hey Akshada, how are you doing? I'm great. Yes Khushi, absolutely right. Good to know Medha. So valence electrons in CO2 क्या हुआ? एक कार्बन, दो ऑक्सीजन. हाँ, तो 4 plus 6 plus 6 मतलब कि 12 plus 4 मतलब कि 16 valence electron. So let's do that first. We'll count. Always when you draw the Lewis dot structure, पहला step है count the number of valence electrons. The next step is, कितने हैं electron pair? Half of that, right? This is going to be 16 and electron pair is half of that, which is going to be 8. ठीक है, let's do that. Next क्या करते हैं? Next, let's make single bonds between the symmetric carbon and then complete the octet of the side atoms. What do I mean? देखो ये single bond पहले बना लेते हैं. Single bond बनाया मतलब कि both of these are 2 electron each. ठीक है, यहाँ पे दोनों जगह है 2-2 इलेक्ट्रॉन. ठीक है, okay. Cool. That's what these bonds mean. Now, but oxygen में तो थे 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन, उसमें से एक आ गया इधर, एक आ गया इधर, और बाकी 5 कहाँ गए? Let's draw them. That's what I'm saying. Let's draw those 5 valence electrons that are not taking part in this bond. Okay. But total कितने थे? We had 8 pairs is what we had accounted for. अभी कितने pair हैं इसमें देखते हैं. You have pair number 1, pair number 2, right? Remember that वो जो दो dots हैं, they represent 2 electrons. That's all. Okay. So दो dots is one pair, which is one line, same as one pair. तो दो pair हो गए यहाँ पे bonded pairs. Okay. 8 pair में से है 2 BP यानी कि bonded pairs. ठीक है. I have to account for 6 more pairs. Where are the 6 more pairs? यहाँ पे बचे 5 और 5 यानी कि 10 इलेक्ट्रॉन. Okay. If I count the orange ones, this and this, it's 10 electrons, which is 5 pairs. So now I've got 7 pairs. 2 bond pairs plus 7 on, not 7, sorry, plus 5 pairs on oxygen. अभी भी बच गया, right? 5 plus 7, दो बच गया तो उसको डाल दो central atom पे. That is what it's saying. Whatever is left, the last electron pair, put it on the central atom. Okay? We have done this so far. But if you look carefully, अभी भी ऑक्टेट नहीं बना है. द गोल ऑफ द लुईस स्ट्रक्चर इज टू गेट ऑक्टेट. हाउ डू यू डू दैट? ऑक्टेट तो नहीं दिख रहा है. ऑक्टेट क्यों नहीं है? देखो, लेट्स काउंट. हाउ मेनी डू यू हैव? दिस इज 5 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, 5 plus 2 over here, right? Plus 2 electrons. That's only 7 electrons. Let's count carbon. If you count carbon, carbon is even more dire state. Carbon has one lone pair, which is 2 electrons, and it has 2 bond pairs. Okay, so it only has 6 electrons. Arey bhai, carbon also needs 8. So both oxygen and carbon, they don't have octet. So we need, abhi kaam thoda baki hai. What's the next step? Then let's form more bonds. If the octet of the central atom is not complete, which is what is in this case, central और side दोनों का complete नहीं था, use the lone pair side atoms, lone pair electron, एक इलेक्ट्रॉन निकाल के एक बॉन्ड बनाओ और complete करो octet. What do I mean? देखो, ये half arrow basically means, oops, ये क्या कर दिया हमने? आधी arrow मतलब कि एक इलेक्ट्रॉन, पूरी arrow मतलब कि 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन. Again, this is going to be very very useful in organic chemistry. Remember this, okay? एक इलेक्ट्रॉन मतलब आधी arrow, 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन मतलब 2 arrow, पूरी arrow मतलब 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन. ठीक है. So यहां से now to complete the octet, I get 1 electron from oxygen, 1 from carbon, and similarly on the other side also. क्यों? क्योंकि ये करने के बाद भी, even after I do this, this will have 8 electron, but this will only have 7 electrons. So I do this also, तब इसके हो जाएंगे 8 plus 1, so this will also be 8. ठीक है. Once I do all of this, then this is the structure of CO2. Any doubts, guys? Are we all right on this? Yeah, सब ठीक है. I understand that this is a bit of theory, but ये जरूरी है. Yeah, bonding में theory काफी है, but with this doing questions becomes fun. That's what we're going to do next. We're going to try out some questions. ठीक है. Is this okay? Any doubts so far? Are we doing all right on this as to how this is what the structure of CO2 would look like? You can count. यहाँ पे है, देखो, कार्बन के कितने? 4 plus 4. What do I mean by 4? 4 from here, 4 from here. So that's 8 electrons. Okay. Oxygen के कैसे? 4 lone pair, not 4 lone pair. 4 electrons, 2 lone pair. Let me put that in bracket. Plus 4 from the bonded electrons. Or let's say 2 BP, which is the same as 4 more electrons. So this 4 plus this 4 बन गए 8. Yeah, I know मेरे पीछे जा रहा है, but that's okay. You will figure it out from the thing later on. Cool. Let's help me draw the structure of CH4 now. How do we do it for CH4? कैसे करेंगे? थोड़ा बताओ मुझे. CH4 का क्या होगा? Can you help me out with that, please? What happens with CH4? What is the central atom going to be? Is it going to be carbon or hydrogen to start off with? Inputs, please, on the chat. What's the central atom? Now, this is why I said the rules get a little bent. मैंने बोला था कि भाई, you need to have the most electronegative atom, least electronegative atom, and also fewer in number. So here the fewer in number thing takes precedence, okay? Because carbon एक ही है, 4 हाइड्रोजन है, तो इसलिए हम लोग उसको बनाएंगे बीच में. Absolutely right, शुद्धला राधिका, absolutely right. कार्बन हुआ बीच में और आगे बहुत ढेर सारे हाइड्रोजन एटम्स. Cool, awesome. You're right. You're all absolutely right. एक सेकंड, ये वीडियो वाली चीज थोड़ा सा ज्यादा कोने में चला गया लग रहा है आपको. Let's make this a little bit into the frame. Yeah, this is a little better. Cool. ठीक है. Yeah, there you go. 4 CH bond, central atom, that's all. Absolutely, absolutely. So what do I do next? Let's form those single bonds. ठीक है. कितने valence electrons हुए? कितने electron pairs? Can you tell me that? Medha is saying 4 CH bonds. We have done that. How many valence electrons? By the way, just to do that calculation properly, कितने valence electrons हुए? कार्बन में तो कितने थे? 4 थे. हाइड्रोजन में कितने थे? हाइड्रोजन was 1 into 4, यानी कि टोटली हो गए 8. और इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर कितने हो गए? 8 by 2, which is 4. अरे, look at this. And these 4 are already accounted for because you have 4 bond pairs. So this is all good. Looks like this is the structure. अब इसको to draw Lewis dot structure, I can just basically make dots. बन गया Lewis dot structure, है ना? All the pairs are used up. Octet है और डुप्लेट है. यार, इसका डुप्लेट है, इसका ऑक्टेट है. ठीक है? Sweet. Any doubts? Nothing. ना, बहुत सिंपल है, बहुत स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड है. We'll do more interesting questions just after this. चलो, awesome. Yes, Akshara, Medha, absolute right. Shridula, yes, 100%, 100%. C, carbon, yes. So this is how this looks like. चलो, now let's take it up a notch. अब बनाते हैं पानी और HCN का इलेक्ट्रॉन डॉट स्ट्रक्चर, Lewis डॉट स्ट्रक्चर. पानी में सेंट्रल एटम क्या होगा? हाइड्रोजन या ऑक्सीजन? बताओ. What do you think? Similar logic है CH4. सेंट्रल एटम क्या होगा? Give me a bit of a starting point, oxygen, absolutely, right? So let's वही symmetrically hydrogen बना दिए. Same 3 steps. कौन से 3 steps? पहले bonds draw करते हैं, ठीक है? Then electron pair डालेंगे, and then octet duplet करेंगे. But before that, let's do valence electron pair. Yes, Radhika, Shridula, मेरा absolute right. Oxygen is the central atom. Good job. जल्दी जल्दी करेंगे अब, ठीक है? Valence electrons and electron pairs कितने हैं? Valence electrons है 8 according to Shridula. Okay, 8 says Shridula. What do the rest of you think? 8 कैसे थोड़ा काउंट करें? 6 plus 1 plus 1. Absolutely right. Good job. 6 on oxygen. Yes. Medha, absolutely right. Akshita, you're right. Oxygen is central atom. बिल्कुल सही बोला. Electron pair हो जाएंगे 4 फिर. अगर 8 है तो 4 हो गए. ठीक है. Great. So let's draw the bonds first, right? यहाँ पे हमने लिखा था. Yeah, ठीक है. So Shridula says 8 right at the starting. ठीक है. Cool. Awesome. Excellent. So bonds draw किए. अब bonds draw करने के बाद only 2 are accounted for. 2 bond pair. बाकी 2 क्या होंगे? Let's make them lone pairs. These are 2 lone pairs. Yellow, yellow, beautiful yellow. ये दोनों हो गए lone pairs. ठीक है? Now we are set. Octet है, हाँ देखो 4 plus 2 plus 2 octet है 8 electrons और इसका duplet तो है ही. हाइड्रोजन का duplet है, हाइड्रोजन duplet है. Yes, this is a Lewis dot structure of water. Excellent work. चलो जल्दी से HCN का बनाए. Yes, अक्षदा, मेधा, absolutely right, absolutely right. सही है. All of you are doing great. अगला वाला करते हैं. HCN में क्या होगा सेंट्रल एटम? अब दिस इज गेटिंग इंटरेस्टिंग. हाइड्रोजन, कार्बन या नाइट्रोजन? सेंट्रल एटम क्या होगा? सोच के बताओ. एक तरीके से सीखा जाए, देखा जाए तो इतना मैटर नहीं करता है कौन सा सेंट्रल एटम हो, बिकॉज either way you can draw it, right? Sure, you're all absolutely right. मेधा, श्रीदुला, राधिका, तीनों लोग जो बोल रहे हैं बिल्कुल सही है. कार्बन होगा बीच में. बट अगर हम लोग नाइट्रोजन को बीच में डालें, it wouldn't make sense because nitrogen not bonded to carbon. I mean, not bonded to hydrogen. If nitrogen was bonded to hydrogen, then maybe I could have done that. It's not. That's why हम लोग कार्बन को बीच में ले रहे हैं. You may argue saying कि यार least electronegative तो हाइड्रोजन है, हाइड्रोजन को बीच में होना चाहिए. बट नहीं यार, इतने रूल्स नहीं है. Let's just say that सबसे ज्यादा बॉन्ड जिसके बन रहे हैं, right? That's going to be in the center. So कार्बन हो गया बीच में. As usual, we'll do bonds, electron pair, check octet duplet. Valence electron और electron pair कितने हैं बताइए? कार्बन बीच में, राधिका, अक्षर, absolutely अक्षरा. So valence electron, electron pair कितने हैं बताइए? Valence electron कितने हो जाएंगे? Yeah, I think this one is doable, right? कोई चार्ज वार्ज नहीं है. अगर चार्ज हो तो क्या होगा? I'll tell you in the next question. I'll tell you the next question. 5 on N, 4 on C, 1 on H. Medha, I agree with Medha, absolutely. Medha says this. Does anybody also say this? Yes, Shridula also says this. Okay, Shridula also says 10. Yeah, absolutely. So Shridula and Medha are saying that it's 10 and electron pair is 5, which is half of that. Absolutely. फिर क्या करें? अभी तो 3 ही अकाउंट हुए यहाँ पे. 3 बॉन्ड पेयर अकाउंट हुए. 2 और हैं. 2 और हैं. अभी क्या करें इसका? 3 नहीं, सॉरी, 2 बॉन्ड पेयर हैं. 3 लोन पेयर होंगे. 3 लोन पेयर कहाँ डालें हम लोग? अच्छा, रिमेंबर द फर्स्ट स्टेप इज कि 5 इलेक्ट्रॉन में से एक ही इलेक्ट्रॉन यहां पे गया, तो लेट्स पुट द अदर 2 लोन पेयर्स ऑन नाइट्रोजन. ओके, 2 ऑन नाइट्रोजन. यस, एब्सोल्युटली, 2 बॉन्ड पेयर. सो लेट्स पुट 2 लोन पेयर्स ऑन नाइट्रोजन. यू सी व्हाई आई हैव पुट 2 लोन पेयर्स ऑन नाइट्रोजन पहले एंड नॉट ऑन कार्बन. यू हैड द ऑप्शन ऑफ पुटिंग ऑन कार्बन आल्सो, बट अकाउंटिंग फॉर द ये जो 5 इलेक्ट्रॉन थे, इसको अकाउंट करने के लिए एक ही गया बॉन्ड बनने ने, इसलिए मैंने वहां पे पहले 2 डाले. उसके बाद कार्बन में मैंने एक लोन पेयर डाला. आई हैव मेड इट इन सच अ वे बिकॉज़ आई नो व्हाट्स गोइंग टू हैपन नेक्स्ट. क्योंकि दिस इज नॉट ऑक्टेट, राइट? सी, नाइट्रोजन में कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं? 5 + 1, 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. कार्बन में कितने हैं? उसमें भी है 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. मतलब दोनों को बनाने पड़ेंगे बॉन्ड्स. 2 और बॉन्ड्स दोनों को बनाने पड़ेंगे विद ईच अदर, एंड दैट्स एग्जैक्टली व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू. We'll make them form 2 more bonds with each other. That's it. So what you get here is this, which is HC triple bond N. There, हमने एक example देखा जब बन गया triple bond N. Beautiful, right? Krishna, you had mentioned this in the morning as well. I didn't understand what that was about. Anyway, ammonium ion try करें. This is the first one where I'm asking you for a charged species. इसमें कितने valence electron होंगे और इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर? ट्राई करके देखो एंड आई विल गिव यू अ स्मॉल हिंट. वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स एंड इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर चैट में बताइए. या व्हाट इज द नंबर ऑफ वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स? नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर्स. इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर तो विल बी हाफ ऑफ वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. या, oh, that's great, Sakulya. That's awesome. That's very nice. Shridula is saying 8. Can we get to 8? How do you get to 8? नाइट्रोजन में तो होते हैं 5 और हमारे पास है 4 हाइड्रोजन के, तो 8 नंबर कैसे आया? I'm not saying it's incorrect or it's correct, but how did you get to 8? I would like to know so that we can tell our friends your thought process. 8, how did we get to the number 8? Medha, Radhika, are you guys around? Medha, cause of plus charge. Shidula also saying -1. Yes, absolutely right. Right. Yes. Medha Shidula saying because of plus charge. Plus charge मतलब कि एक हटा दो, right? इधर नहीं, इधर एक हटा दो, right? तो इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर हो गए 4. Absolutely. तब तो बंदा, this is very straightforward. Yeah, N is surrounded by 4 hydrogen atoms. We just make bonds with them. As simple as that. बन गया ये पूरा सिस्टम. Yeah, make sure to indicate the positive charge also. Don't forget that. ठीक है? So let me write that यहाँ पे फिर से 9 - 1. ठीक है? This is your Lewis dot structure for NH4+. Good job everybody. Absolutely right, Medha. Excellent. So इसको हम लोग समझने के लिए लुईस डॉट स्ट्रक्चर एक से ज्यादा भी हो सकते हैं. हमने जो HCN में एग्जांपल में देखा, थिंग्स कुड हैव गॉट कॉम्प्लिकेटेड अ लिटिल बिट, राइट? अगर हमने उसको ट्रिपल बॉन्ड के बजाय हम लोग कुछ और कर देते, बट इधर कोई रूम नहीं था कॉम्प्लिकेशन का. बट यू विल सी इन सम एग्जांपल्स लेटर ऑन कि एक से ज्यादा स्ट्रक्चर बन सकते हैं. यू हैव टू डिसाइड व्हिच इज द मोस्ट स्टेबल स्ट्रक्चर. we'll get to why that is. In polyatomic ions, मतलब कि अगर 2 से ज्यादा ions हो, net charge possessed by the whole ion should be the lowest. ठीक है? That's the general idea. And it's feasible to assign a formal charge on each atom. What do you mean by formal charge? This is the definition. ठीक है? Definition है ये formal charge की कि take the total number of valence electron. Valence electron same है जैसे Lewis structure में बना रहे थे ना. Get the number of valence electrons, subtract the number of lone pairs, and then subtract the number of bonds. I know it says half the number of bonded electrons, but yaar, that is the same as the number of bonds. ठीक है? So valence electrons minus non-bonding electrons, not the pair. I know मैंने गलती से भी lone pair बोला था, but non-bonded electrons, and then half of bonded मतलब कि these are basically the bonds. Okay, what do I mean? चलो एक एग्जांपल लेके देखते हैं. Hey crazy boys, what's happening? Formal charge बताइए on ozone के ये तीनों oxygens पे, right? Can you help me with that? I'll give you that the valence electrons on oxygen is 6. How? अरे वो था ना 1s2, 2s2, 2p4, है ना? ये दोनों को काउंट करके हो गए 6. ठीक है? तो इन तीनों ऑक्सीजन में क्या होंगे फॉर्मल चार्ज? Can you help me with that? Valence फॉर्मूला क्या है? V minus NB minus B by 2, है ना? तो V तो सब जगह 6 रहेगा. अब NB और B by 2 that will change for 1, 2 and 3. Can you help me with that, folks on the chat? Give me a small bit of a direction just to make sure कि आप लोग को जो भी हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं छोटी छोटी बातें वो आपको ठीक से समझ में आ रही है कि नहीं. अरे वाह, लंबा सा लिखा श्रीदुला ने. श्रीदुला is saying 1 is 6 minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2. अच्छा ठीक है. 1 का हो गया 6. ओके, minus 6, that is beautiful, absolutely right. minus half into 2 हो जाएगा, है ना श्रीदुला? यहां पे ये कंफ्यूजिंग बात है, राइट? इन ऑल ऑफ दीज लेट मी पुट अ डिफरेंट कलर टू इट ताकि समझ में आ जाए. ये V, NB और B ये सब है इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. ठीक है? नॉट द पेयर. ओके, always put electrons. I think you're absolutely right, Shida, just until that last step. होने चाहिए यहाँ पे 2 and not 1. That's all. So इस तरीके से हमको मिलता है 6 - 6 0 minus 1 which is -1. दूसरे वाले का बताइए, what do you think the second one is going to be? Second one में क्या होगा? You do the same thing, but now here you've got only 2 lone pairs and 3 bonds. Okay, so you'll do 6 minus 2 minus 3. Minus 3 तो मैं जल्दी में बोल रहा हूं, it's actually half of 6. So you get this to be 1. Yeah? दिख रहा है? Is this okay? Any doubts, guys? Can you help me with the third one? Medha? Okay. So this one was figured out by Shridula, which is awesome. And Medha has got this one right. Awesome. Yes, absolutely. Akshada is saying 3. कौन सा वाला आप बोल रही हैं Akshada? Which one are you saying 3 to? Oh, in the third one, what happens is कि you've got 4 electrons, right? So -4 आ जाएगा, and then you've got 2 bonds, right? So 6 minus 4 ये तो हो जाएगा 0. That's it. That's it. That's it. So this is what the formal charge is going to be. Just like a negative, you'll put a negative 1 here. Here you put a positive 1, and here you would say 0. ठीक है? 2, 6. Yeah, absolutely. Any doubts on this? We've gone into detail to figure out formal charge. इसके बाद हम लोग थोड़ा exercise करेंगे. Not physically. We'll do that later. Right now, class में we'll solve a few questions. ठीक है? So this is trying to say ये सब formal charge का point क्या हुआ? This formal charge tells you, oh, is the whole thing you've made, is it stable or not? If you have a really, as close to 0, the formal charge of each element, then that's a stable compound. If you have high formal charges, then not really. Okay? In organic chemistry, you will see कि if you have an electronegative element और उस पे plus charge आ रहा है, that's bad. Like oxygen plus charge, not good. Oxygen पे minus charge is good. So all of these ideas organic में cover होंगी, but इसका basic है यही चीज, ठीक है? तो lowest energy structure will have the smallest formal charge on all the atoms. Hey Arshia, what's up? Hey Anita. So shall we look at a question now? Yeah, let's look at a question. Select the most stable structure of COCl2. What is COCl2? Not cobalt. This is carbon, oxygen, and 2 chlorines. Okay, that's oxygen. That's not cobalt or anything. It's not. There's no metal here. This is a proper, compound that has carbon and oxygen and chlorine in it. So what is the most stable structure of COCl2? Shall we go about and do this? Chalo, let's do this. Let's pick up the pace over here. Valence electrons 4, 6, and 7. Okay, nothing complicated here. How do we get this? There are 2 chlorine atoms that are different. इन दोनों का जो bonding है अलग अलग है. देखो, इसमें है 6 electrons, 1 bond pair. इसमें है 4 electrons, 2 bond pair, right? तो इसलिए मैंने यहाँ पे नंबरिंग दिया 1 and 2. Can you help me with this now? Yeah? Lone electrons. Let's say non-bonded electrons. Can you help me with this? CO, Cl, and Cl1 and Cl2. डालोगे आप लोग please? Let's start with carbon. What is the formal charge of carbon according to you? कर सकते हैं? जरूर कर सकते हैं. Try करिए. Go ahead. Yeah? Okay, excellent, Sridula. And Medha. Hare, lovely guys, lovely. You're amazing students, man. 4 minus 0 minus 4. ठीक है. वो टाइप करने में टाइम लग जाता है ना मेरा. You don't have to put half into and all that. You just give me the answer. I'm happy with that. Okay. Both Shridula and Medha have said that this is it and absolutely right. Oxygen का क्या हुआ? अगला वाला बता दो. Absolutely right. Thank you for the process, Medha. Lovely of you to do that. Arshia and Akshada, आप लोग भी try करो please. Anita, if you're there, please try this question out. बाकी लोग किधर गए? Crazy boys, hello बोल के भाग गए. Try this out. अगर कुछ मुश्किल लग रहा है ना, पूछ लो यार. Because if you're watching it live, you have the luxury of asking me questions, and I've got your back. I'm not going to turn you away. If you ask me questions on this, you ask me explain it. जितना भी आपको लगे अरे यार ये तो बेसिक सवाल है, कैसे पूछ रहा है? Don't worry. No inhibitions. I'll help you out on this topic. On this कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा बताओ. I'll help you out. Okay. Shridula is saying -1. Excellent. Here's the second one of Shridula. She got right. How -1? 6 minus 6 because it has 6 electrons and 1 bond pair, right? So अभी हम just shortcut में लिख रहे हैं -1 लिख रहे हैं. What about Cl1? Cl2, Cl1 दोनों ट्राई करो. Cl2, Cl1 में क्या होगा? Cl1, Cl2 मतलब क्लोरीन नंबर 1, क्लोरीन नंबर 2, नॉट 2 क्लोरीन एटम्स और 1 क्लोरीन एटम, ऐसा कुछ. ठीक है. हाँ बताइए इसका क्या हुआ? क्या लग रहा है? So here's the deal, right? You will see very very soon कि अगर इसमें ये आ रहा है वो आ रहा है. You have a doubt? Go ahead Arshia, पूछिए. Shridula is saying 1. Okay, 6 minus 6 minus 1. अच्छा वो था पिछला वाला. Medha, Radhika are all saying 1. Awesome. ठीक है. Let me put that down. Cool. So that's Medha, Radhika. Hey Lalit, what's up? Good evening, bhai sahab. कैसे हैं आप? Thank you for checking this out. Lalit is the brilliant brains behind all the math stuff that happens on our JE channel. He's amazing. Yeah, you should check out our JE channel if you guys are writing that exam as well. ठीक है. So Radhika, Medha, Shridula, are all saying 1. Okay, awesome. Arshia, what's your doubt? Tell me. Anita did not understand. Okay, well, here's the thing, right? What did you not understand? Give me a little bit of a hint. If you have not been watching the Lewis dot structure wala concept, try and catch up, okay, as to what's happening. I'll explain the chlorine 1 wala cheez. Ye numbers kaise aaye? Maybe that will help. Okay, so the valence electrons minus non-bonded electrons minus bonded electrons by 2, which is the same as number of bond pairs. ठीक है, this is the formula for Lewis, for the formal charge of the Lewis dot structure. Now 7 कहां से आया? This is the total number of valence electrons in chlorine. I'm going to quickly show you the periodic table ताकि लाइफ में आप कभी भूलो ना इस चीज को. Here's the beautiful periodic table right behind me. Okay, go to chlorine, ptable.com. Go to chlorine. दिमाग मत लगाओ. 2, 8 and 7. You see that? I've kind of highlighted that right at the top. आप बिल्कुल कोने में there, yeah, right there, or top there. So 2, 8, 7. So in the valence shell, it has 7 electrons. We are convinced? We are convinced? Okay. Now that you're convinced about that, let me get back to the chat. Yeah, 7 हो गया valence electrons. Okay. Then we are talking about chlorine number 1. मतलब कि कौन सा वाला? ये वाला. 4 हो गए. What is this? 4 is the number of lone pair of electrons, मतलब non-bonding electrons. और 2 हैं bonds. 2 bond pair, which is 2. Hence हो गया 1. Okay. All right. Sweet. अरे पढ़ के आओ अर्शिया, if you can't understand anything थोड़ा. All right, Akshada, we are good. What about Cl2? Try to करो अर्शिया. Funny guys, man. You guys are funny on YouTube. So what is Cl2? What is the formal charge of Cl, the second chlorine atom? 0. How do you get 0? Medha and Shrila, absolutely. You guys are on fire, man. You guys are on fire. That's the third one. Same idea. 7 is the number of electrons, valence electrons on chlorine, right? 6 is the total number of, what is 6? 6 is, six kahan se aaya? Ye dekho, 3 electron pairs, yeah? That's 3 electron pairs that are non-bonded. Same formula. And ek hai bonded, which is this chap right here, which is what I put here. That's it, as simple as that. So 0, -1, -1 and 0. Okay, let's look at the next one. Now let's pick up the speed thoda sa speed utha lete hain. Yeah. Now in this case, you have only 3 kinds of atoms. How 3 kinds? You have carbon, you have oxygen, and ye dono equivalent hai. You see that, right? Both of these are equivalent. Because they have the same number of valence electrons, obviously, because it's chlorine. They have the same number of non-bonding electrons and the same number of bonding electrons. So equivalent. अब इसको करते हैं. Let's try this out. You understand? Oh, that's great, Anita. That's great. Arshia, I hope things are better for you. Okay. So पहला वाला 0. Which one are you saying is 0? अजय, इसका बताइए please. कार्बन का क्या होगा? मेरा, Shridula, please let me know. Radhika, if you're still here, please let me know what is the. Go for C, O and Cl. तीनों का साथ में बता दो. Take a minute. तीनों का साथ में बताओ. ठीक है. -2 बता रहे हो पहले. ठीक है. तो Shridula and Medha. That's what happens. If you give me answers, you get your names on the presentation. I'm doing that now. And this presentation goes on the PPT, the Telegram group. So your name is on the PPT if you like that sort of thing. I don't know if you do or you don't. Okay. Carbon may have 4 electrons. That's the valence electrons. 4 lone, non-bonding, yeah, non-bonding electrons right there. 4 of them. And 2 bond pairs. 2 bond pairs. And that's why you get -2 on carbon. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 0 on chlorine, Medha, on fire. 0 on chlorine, -2 on carbon, 0 on Cl. अरे वाह 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 वाह. 0 on Cl. अरे ऑक्सीजन का आपने बोला नहीं, बट मैंने दे दिया गलती से. ठीक है. Preeti is saying -2 on carbon. Absolutely, absolutely. Ajay is saying 0 on Cl. Absolutely. Ajay, Shridula and Medha, सब लोग बोल रहे हैं 0. सही है, सही है. Anita is saying -2. ठीक है. Anita also is right on carbon. ऑक्सीजन के बारे में कौन बोले भाई? ऑक्सीजन कोई नहीं देखेगा क्या? 0 on Cl. सब लोग क्लोरीन और कार्बन बोल रहे हैं. ऑक्सीजन में देखो 2 है. डू यू सी दैट? देखो, ऑक्सीजन का नंबर ऑफ वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इज 6 and it's got no lone pairs. Okay, see that? No, let's say non-bonding. No non-bonding on oxygen. So 0 हो गया. और 4 क्यों? क्योंकि 4 यहाँ पे bond pairs हैं. Okay, cool. ठीक है. तो now, okay, let's analyze. We've got this right. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Preeti, yeah, let me write that down as well. Preeti, good job, Preeti. सही है. Preeti, Shridula, Akshada, Anita and Ajay. अजय भाई साहब का नाम है? जरूर है, जरूर है. All of you getting this right. Beautiful, beautiful. right? So let's take stock of what has happened so far. In option A, we had 0, -1. This is the final thing, right? 0, -1, 1 and 0. Okay. And in option B, we had -2, 2 and 0. Look at option C. अब इसको और थोड़ा जल्दी कर सकते हैं, I think. Now you're getting the hang of it. Right? Absolutely right. Shridula and Preeti, 2 on oxygen. Yes, Akshada. Akshada is absolutely right as well. Right? So, इसमें क्या करेंगे? Can you try this? Akshada gave us an answer there. Let me write that down. Right? In this case, what's going to happen on carbon, oxygen and chlorine? Try करके बताओ. सेम फॉर्मूला यार, लिखना है क्या फॉर्मूला? लिख देते हैं. वैलेंस माइनस नॉन बॉन्डेड माइनस बॉन्डेड बाय 2. वैलेंस सबका मैंने यहां पे दिया हुआ है. नॉन बॉन्डेड आप देख लो इससे. 4 नॉन बॉन्डेड हियर, 6 नॉन बॉन्डेड हियर, 6. सेम, ये दोनों तो इक्वलेंट है, राइट? या एब्सोल्युटली. बताइए व्हाट्स हैपनिंग देन. ओ, आप लोग बता रहे हैं. I did not scroll down. My bad. O is 0. O is 0. C is 0. And Cl is 0. अरे, Shridula is saying that सब है 0. Anybody else who thinks so? मेधा भी बोल रही है सब 0 है. अक्षदा भी बोल रही है सब 0 है. Devanshi, all right, cool. Devanshi, what do you think, Devanshi? Preeta just retracted a message. Okay. What do you think, Devanshi and the other folks here? What do you guys think? 0 ही होगा क्या? सब लोग 0 बोल रहे हैं. देखते हैं. क्लोरीन का तो आई अग्री इज 0. क्लोरीन इज इजी, राइट? 7 - 6 -1. वाई -1? ये हो गया एक बॉन्ड पेयर, है ना? ओके. ऑक्सीजन में भी 6 -4, नहीं, कार्बन पहले करते हैं, ठीक है, जिस भी ऑर्डर पे. कार्बन में 4 -0 बिकॉज कोई भी उस पे नॉन बॉन्डिंग नहीं है. नो नॉन बॉन्डिंग. एंड 4 बॉन्डेड, ये हो गया 0. अरे वाह, तीनों हो गए 0. यस, तीनों हो गए 0, विच मीन्स दैट दिस इज द मोस्ट स्टेबल. ठीक है. We took a lot of time to solve this one question, but that's all right. That's not a problem. इससे ज्यादा मुश्किल चीज आपको लाइफ में नहीं आएगी नीट में. ठीक है. नीट में क्या, जेई मेन में नहीं आएगी. With this you're solving जेई मेन also, if this sort of thing comes. ठीक है. The net formal charge on all the questions is 0, and all the in all the, yeah, exactly. I get you. आपकी भावना में समझ रहा हूँ. Anita, I mean Devanshi, yeah, absolutely. ठीक है. So do you guys see how option C no pun intended. Do you guys see how option C is the most stable structure? क्योंकि उसमें formal charge तीनों पे हो गए 0. And that was the point of doing all of this. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. थोड़ा टाइम लग गया, बट मजा तो आया. चलो एक और इंटरेस्टिंग चीज करते हैं. Any doubts? Yeah, Devanshi, anybody else? Preeti, what happened? क्या हुआ? Good? All right, Akshada. Awesome. Yes, Medha. Net formal charge on all of them is 0. Let's draw the Lewis dot structure. अजय जी, लूज डॉट स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ CO3 2 माइनस. CO3 2 माइनस क्या करना है लूज डॉट स्ट्रक्चर में? पहले वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन निकालते हैं. 4 + 6 + 6 + 6 + 6. 6 × 3 is 18. 18 + 4 is 22. 22. बट कुछ और करना पड़ेगा. देखो मैंने यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है. 22 + 2. Why did I write 22 + 2? Because 2 एक्स्ट्रा इलेक्ट्रॉन आ गए. अच्छा. So if you've got a negative charge, you add the number of electrons. If you get a positive charge, you subtract the number of electrons. ये तो बेसिक चीज ही है, बट याद करने वाली चीज है, इसको भूलना नहीं. ठीक है. तो याद रखना कि वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन काउंट करते वक्त ऐड द चार्जेस. तो लोन पेयर हो गए 11 + 1. नाउ थिंग्स विल गेट इंटरेस्टिंग. ठीक है. ये वाला मैं करके बताता हूँ. मजा आ रहा है? मुझे मजा आ रहा है. ओके, ऑसम. गुड टू नो एवरीथिंग क्लियर, देवांशी एंड प्रीति. सो इन कार्बोनेट, राइट, आई हैव डन द बेसिक्स. ये वाला मैं आपको करके बताता हूँ. इफ यू कैन गिव मी इनपुट्स, प्लीज फील फ्री टू डू सो, बट आई विल हेल्प यू फॉर दिस वन. चलो आप ही बता दो. कार्बन ऑक्सीजन मैंने कर दिया. अब मैं क्या करूं? व्हाट डू आई डू नेक्स्ट? या ऑक्सीजन इज सपोज टू हैव 5 more इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. 6 में से एक तो इसने दे दिया. ये तीनों ऑक्सीजन दानवीर हैं, उन्होंने एक इलेक्ट्रॉन दे दिए. 5 चाहिए, बट 2 of those oxygens are going to have a negative charge. नेगेटिव चार्ज यानी कि एक एक्स्ट्रा इलेक्ट्रॉन. करेक्ट. सो हाउ डू वी ड्रॉ दिस? तो मुझे एक ऑक्सीजन पे डालने पड़ेंगे 5 इलेक्ट्रॉन, और बाकी 2 ऑक्सीजन पे डालने पड़ेंगे 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. I'm going to repeat that in English. On one oxygen, I'm going to add 5 electrons because it's supposed to have 6, and 1 it is participating in that bond. So 5 electrons. And the other 2 oxygens, I will add 6 electrons. 3 lone pairs. Why? Because negative charge means 1 extra electron, right? Let's do that. Let's do that. यहाँ पे हो गए 5, 12, 12, 12, 12. Electron pair is 12. Absolutely. Absolutely. 5 हो गए इधर. And ये negative हो गए 6, 6. Now I have conveniently put just 1 more electron on carbon. How did I do this? Let us count. I have 3 bond pairs. That is very clear between carbon and oxygen. Okay. Lone pair हो गए कितने oxygen पे? Lone pair on oxygen. कितने हो गए? I have 3 plus 3. Okay. And यहाँ पे कितने थे? 2.5. So basically 3 and 3. And then I had 2 plus like half, right? Because एक electron बाकी है. So 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. So I have a total of 11 now. 11.5 actually. अब आधा जो बचा है, that मतलब आधा bond मतलब एक electron. 1 electron, this is behind me, I know this is behind me. 1 electron goes to carbon. This is that only one orange electron that decides to run away and go to that carbon over there. ठीक है? इसको मिटा देते हैं. Cool. Which is why, now this is the most beautiful part. This is now, अब bond बेचारा क्या बनाएगा? This has octet already. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So both of these have 8 electrons each. This guy and this guy. ये दोनों, they don't. See, this has 7 electrons. This also has 7 electrons. ध्यान से देखो. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. How do they satiate their valency? दोनों बनाएंगे bond. Look at that. And draw the half arrow. Okay, be careful. ये चीजें लोग नहीं सिखाते हैं. Half electron करो. Yeah, Radhika, absolutely. Valence electron of oxygen is 6, 100%. इसलिए मैंने 6 plus 6 plus 6 लिखा है. Yeah, this is oxygen, this is carbon. वो थोड़ा मैंने जल्दी कर दिया. अगर कुछ समझ में नहीं आया तो बता दो. I'll repeat. मैंने वो valence electron पार्ट थोड़ा जल्दी कर दिया. Okay, ठीक है. Now that you've got this, मतलब कि बना एक डबल बॉन्ड सिर्फ और बाकी दोनों बने सिंगल बॉन्ड्स. Okay, which is why this is going to be the Lewis dot structure. Any doubts? बता दो if you have any doubts. Carbonate ion का Lewis dot structure थोड़ा सा complicated है. Because of that negative charge, because I put this negative charge, it comes like this. ठीक है, एक extra electron आ गया, यहाँ पे हो गया. Technically, by the end of this chapter, you will see that there are much more effective ways than this Lewis dot structure for this carbonate ion. हम लोग देखेंगे, we'll bring this back up. दो जगह we'll bring it back up. It's beautiful. In fact, I made a short on this. Yeah, I'll link the short in the. Maybe I'll send the short to you guys separately. Here, anyway. No doubles, all clear. Okay, awesome. ठीक है, चलो कुछ थोड़े से सवाल करते हैं. अब जो है, we'll take things down a notch. बहुत भारी चीजें हो गई. अब हम लोग आराम से कुछ सॉल्व करेंगे क्वेश्चन. आप लोग करोगे. The formal charge on central atom of N3 minus is what? N3 minus central atom. इसका बताओ भाई formal charge क्या है? जल्दी ऑप्शंस भी आ गए. अब now we are doing neat things. Till now we were doing. I'm wearing the mic now. Thank God. I thought mic नहीं पहना था. Till now हम लोग कर रहे थे लिटरली जेई मेन या उससे भी ऊपर वाली चीजें. नाउ सिंस आई गिवन यू ऑप्शंस, आ गए हम लोग एग्जाम पे, है ना. ऑप्शंस जब नहीं थे तब तो लाइफ मुश्किल थी. अब ऑप्शन आ गए तो मस्ट ऑल हैव फन. हाँ देखो, सब लोग जग गए. ब्यूटीफुल. श्रीदुला, अभिमन्यु, बहुत समय बाद अभिमन्यु, अभिनंदन. अभिमन्यु इज माय गुड फ्रेंड. आर्शिया, राधिका एंड वैष्णवी इज बैक हियर. बहुत शांत थे अभी तक आप लोग. ठीक है. दिस राइटिंग ऑफ नेम्स एक्सरसाइज कैन ओनली वर्क अगर कम लोग हैं. ठीक है, अगर ज्यादा लोग हैं तो ये नहीं हो पाएगा. आई एम जस्ट गिविंग यू अ हेड्स अप बिकॉज़ माय हैंड विल डाई गाइस. बट एक्सीलेंट, ऑल ऑफ यू आर सेइंग बी, मतलब बी होना चाहिए आंसर. चलो देखते हैं. ओके, फिर से लिख देते हैं. अक्षरा के नाम के ऊपर आ गया. नाइट्रोजन हैज 5 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स एंड नो लोन पेयर्स एंड नो नॉन बॉन्डिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन्स एंड 4, राइट. सो मतलब हो गया +1. एक्सीलेंट वर्क एवरीबॉडी. ब्यूटीफुल. गुड गोइंग. राघव भाई साहब, बढ़िया. मेधा कंफ्यूज बिटवीन ए एंड बी. अच्छा मेधा, चलो फिर से एक बार देखते हैं. मेधा बताइए व्हाट वाज द कंफ्यूजन. देवांशी, यू आर एब्सोल्युटली राइट. प्रीति 100%. मेधा, समझ में आया हाउ श्रीदुला is helping their friend out. I like this. You guys are so collaborative. This is the actual spirit of studying or learning anything. I don't believe in the whole competition and step over one to do better. Collaboration is how the world becomes a better place, and I love what you guys are doing in the comments. Medha is all right? Beautiful. Okay, awesome. Let's go to the next question. The formal charge on oxygen atom in N2O molecule is what? फॉर्मल चार्ज ऑन एन ऑक्सीजन, मतलब हम लोग इसका निकालना है, फॉर्मल चार्ज निकालो। एक्सीलेंट, ट्राई दिस वन आउट, इसका फॉर्मल चार्ज निकालिए प्लीज, ट्राई करिए। Try this out. Okay, Shridula is saying, see, my hand's hurting, guys. I have like crazy spondylitis. I'm going to try and write your names. I'm going to give you short forms names. I'm going to call you Shri. I'm going to call you M. I'm going to call you Abhi. I'm going to go with Arsh. I'm going to go with AK. I'm going to go with Radhika's full name. ठीक है, cool. And then, because I have space, but then again, Vaishnavi. We. Okay, ठीक है. There you go. All of you. C, -1. Absolutely. All of you are right. Beautiful. Beautiful. Good. You got the hang of it. Formal charge life में कभी नहीं भूलोगे, right? 6 -6 -1. How 6? 6 because, well, इसमें वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन ऑक्सीजन के अभी तक तो रट लिया होगा, दिमाग में आ गया होगा, रटने की जरूरत नहीं, देखो साथ में हो जा रहा है प्रैक्टिस कर करके। 6 कैसे? ऐसे 6, राइट? 6 नॉन बॉन्डिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन्स एंड 1 बिकॉज एक ही है, एक बॉन्ड पेयर। Awesome, 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 awesome. Okay, now let's look at some limitations of this octet rule, right? There are some that are called hypovalent, मतलब कि कुछ यहाँ 8 से कम भी भाई सेटिस्फाई हो जाते हैं। केमिस्ट्री, वेलकम टू एक्सेप्शंस। इसका बेस्ट एग्जांपल है BF3, बोरॉन ट्राइफ्लोराइड एंड ऑल्सो बेरिलियम फ्लोराइड। ये दोनों ऐसे अद्भुत कंपाउंड्स हैं जिनको ऑक्टेट की जरूरत नहीं, एंड दे आर क्वाइट सेटिस्फाइड, दे आर हैप्पी। कुछ होते हैं ऑड इलेक्ट्रॉन्स के साथ, ये भी फैसिनेटिंग है। देखो, नाइट NO या नाइट्रिक ऑक्साइड, NO2, ClO2, ClO3, all of these have odd electrons, and look at this formal charge splitting also, minus plus, बहुत चीज होती है। मे बी ये चीज सेकंड वाला पॉइंट शायद नीट के लिए जरूरी ना हो, बट थोड़ी एक्स्ट्रा इंफॉर्मेशन। सम थिंग्स हैव एक्सपैंडेड ऑक्टेट, डेफिनेटली नेसेसरी फॉर नीट। 8 से ज्यादा देखो, PCl5, यू विल नेवर गेट NCl5, ये नहीं होता, बट PCl5 बनता है। और ये बहुत बार पूछा भी जाता है, हाउ कम PCl5 बन रहा है बट NCl5 नहीं बन रहा है? एंड देन यू लाइक, आहा, फास्फोरस में है d ऑर्बिटल्स का एग्जिस्टेंस एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट। ठीक है, वो सब बाद में पढ़ लेना, दैट विल डू बाय द एंड ऑफ सेशन। SF6 एब्सोल्युटली, मेधा यस, बहुत चीजें हैं। एंड xenon एंड krypton, ये भी कंपाउंड्स फॉर्म करते हैं भाई, ये एक्सेप्शंस। xenon एंड krypton आर गैसेस, नोबल गैसेस, दे फॉर्म कंपाउंड्स। लेट मी शो यू एक्चुअली। अरे हम थोड़े से ब्लरी हो गए, क्या हुआ? कोई फर्क नहीं हुआ, ब्लरी हुए तो फिर से फिक्स हो जाएंगे। लेट मी शो यू। ओके, द मोस्ट ब्यूटीफुल थिंग अबाउट दिस P टेबल, और लेट मी ओपन दिस ptable.com फिर से, ठीक है। लेट मी सिलेक्ट xenon, लेट मी गो टू द कंपाउंड सेक्शन, ठीक है। ऑन टॉप देयर इज अ कंपाउंड सेक्शन, राइट सर के ऊपर, इट्स चेंज्ड, मोड बदल गया। वो रुबिडियम क्लोराइड वाला हम लोग कर रहे थे, वही था बीच में। लेट मी पुट xenon here, right? I'm going to put xenon here. As soon as I put xenon, look at this. Do you see this? पूरा पीरियड टेबल हो गया काला, और कुछ ही कंपाउंड, कुछ ही एलिमेंट्स हैं जो हाईलाइटेड हैं। मतलब xenon फॉर्म करता है एंटीमनी, आर्सेनिक, ऑक्सीजन, फ्लोरीन और रूथेनियम के साथ कंपाउंड। Don't have to mug, but just beautiful, isn't it? Periodic table, ptable.com. Do you see that? This is amazing, right? A vacant orbital empty, absolutely empty d orbital, सही है। But look at this. How do you know that xenon can form compounds? This way. ptable.com पे जाइए। और दूसरा कौन सा था? क्रिप्टॉन। चलो xenon को हटा देते हैं, अब ले जाते हैं क्रिप्टॉन को। क्रिप्टॉन को ले आए आप, तो देखो क्रिप्टॉन भी बनाता है फ्लोरीन और एंटीमनी के साथ, वो कंपाउंड, बट क्रिप्टॉन ऑक्सीजन के साथ नहीं बनाता। अगर आप देखना है तो कौन सा कंपाउंड बनाता है, इसमें डाल दीजिए आप पी टेबल में, गो टू क्रिप्टॉन ट्राइफ्लोराइड। अरे ये वाला नहीं खुला, द वन दैट वी वांटेड टू वॉच नहीं खुला। खैर कोई नहीं, लेट्स लुक एट xenon। आई रियली होप ये खुल जाए। अरे तो चेक किया था यार, तो खुलेगा। हाँ देखो, xenon डाइफ्लोराइड है, टेट्राफ्लोराइड है, बहुत ढेर सारे कंपाउंड्स है, हेक्साफ्लोराइड है, एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा। देयर ऑल विकिपीडिया के लिंक्स, ठीक है। इट्स ओके इफ यू डोंट फाइंड इट हियर, यू कैन लुक देम अप एल्सवेयर। But this is how P table works, and it's a beautiful site. Yeah, I really like it. It's completely free. There's no, what do you call it, collaboration or anything. I wish there was. It's a beautiful site. I just want to let you know that there's an amazing site that exists. Called, let me write that down for you one more time here. ptable.com. I know periodic table हटा दिया आप लोग के लिए, but it's okay. You need periodic table है chemistry में, थोड़ा बहुत खोल के देख लिया करो। Cool. Limitations of this whole octet rule is it doesn't account for the shape of the molecules, doesn't explain the stability of all these extra things. ठीक है, चलो कुछ और सवाल करते हैं। उठ जाइए सब लोग, सावधान। Which of the following is an example of a super octet molecule या फिर hypervalent? Same as hypervalent, just like me, hyper. B, D, okay. Shri is saying B. You don't mind, right? I'm using short forms because my hand's hurting right now, literally, right? Mridula's going this. Shridula's changed her answer. Okay. Shridula's changed her answer. Radhika is also going with D. And what is Anita's name again? Devanshi. Okay. Vaishnavi with D. Abhinandan with D. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 of you saying D. Yeah, I think that works, guys. All of these are super octet molecule. Excellent work. अगला वाला करते हैं. Which of the following is neither hypervalent nor hypovalent? Neither hypervalent nor hypovalent. मतलब फिर क्या बचा क्या? Try it out. ये वाला अक्षदा, absolutely. D is the answer. What do you think? What do you guys think about this one? इसका क्या आंसर होगा? Medha is saying D on this one as well. Okay, cool. What do the rest of you think? Do you guys agree with Medha or do you think you have a different opinion? Octet. Absolutely. If it's not hypervalent nor hypovalent, then it's just going to be octet. Or well, also it could be duplet. But ठीक है. In this case, duplet तो नहीं दिख रहा है. ठीक है. Cool. No tension. Anita and not Anita. Devanshi. Sorry. Devanshi, Akshada, Vaishnavi, and Abhinandan are all going with D. Excellent. Yeah. Straightforward one. Oops. No. हमने आपको दूसरी चीज का आंसर जल्दी दिखा दिया. Oh my God, I'm showing you answers all over the place. And that's the third answer I've showed you. Good Lord. Yes, CH4. Exactly. Next one. Which of the following element will never obey octet rule? I think I messed up the slides a little bit. I'm going to clean up the slides. I have conveniently put the highlight on the right answer before showing the question. So, yeah, you're all right. You're all absolutely right. Ye wala. Slide number 55 or 76. Hold on. Let me scroll down and fix that really quickly. Funny things, huh? Technology is beautiful, isn't it? Okay. Yes. D. Absolutely right. Devanshi, Medha, laughing. Vaishnavi, Abhinandan, Radhika, Akshada. Yes. Akshada, आप बोल रही हैं B. Okay. देखो, why are we saying that fluorine will not? Fluorine, I think, will. Fluorine will show octet. Sulfur will. Na will. Sulfur can show expanded octet also. I think. Expanded octet दिखा रहेगा. SO3. हाँ, expanded भी होता है. I think होता है. We'll have to check that. But definitely hydrogen answer because this is duplet. ठीक है? This is the answer. Let's go to the next one. Which is not an exception to the octet rule. Yes, absolutely. SF6. अरे हाँ यार, SO3 हम सोच रहे थे. SF6 तो है ना. और तो 12 इलेक्ट्रॉन हो गए. Expanded octet. Thank you, Sridhila. Thank you. Beautiful answer. Blurry? क्या? कौन? मैं? हाँ, तुम. No, I don't. Sorry. I'm pretty not blurry right now. I will just check. No dropped frames. Everything is beautiful. Anyway. अरे यार, फिर से आंसर आ गया. चलो, B for blurry. Yeah. This is not an exception. The pen fell, guys. Thanks. Yeah. Sridhula, Medha, Radhika. Good job on this. Devanshi and Vaishnavi. समझ रहा है ना? अगर समझ में नहीं आ रहा तो बता दो. Not an exception to octet rule. मतलब कि this is hypo. This is that odd electron business. Yeah. So this one is not an exception. Okay. How about this? Let's start this one. This is an interesting one. Okay. We do have time. This is the last one I think we'll do. इसके बाद वाली चीजें हैं. Oh, खत्म ही हो गया actually. चलो ये वाला कर लेते हैं. Let's do this. We have 5 more minutes. Let's see how much we can do. I have 3 questions. देखते हैं कितना कर सकते हैं. Find out the number of shared pair and lone pair of electrons for PCl3. Okay, Medha, absolutely right. 15 electron rich and group 13 electron deficient. अरे वाह Medha, बहुत अच्छी पढ़ाई की आपने. It's nice. Find out the number of shared pair and lone pair of electrons for PCl3. PCl3. Do you want me to give you a hint on this one? तो पहली चीज आपको करनी पड़ेगी कि इसका Lewis स्ट्रक्चर बनाना पड़ेगा. That's my hint. Try it out. I'll give you an entire minute to do this. अभी 20:09 मतलब 8 बज गया 10. 8:10 हो रहा है. Let's take time till 8:11 और मैं धीरे धीरे और hints देता जाऊंगा. Medha saying D right away. Okay, awesome. Medha is saying D. Okay, what do the rest of you think? Here's my first hint. Phosphorus के होते हैं 5 इलेक्ट्रॉन, वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन. क्लोरीन के होते हैं 7. क्लोरीन है कितने 3, तो टोटल नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन हो गए 5 प्लस 21, 5 प्लस 21 हाउ मच है 26 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, सो 13 लोन pairs. Life becomes a little, oh Akshu, what's up? Difficult, does it not? P has 5 electrons, absolutely. Medha, shared pair and lone pair देखो of electrons for PCl3. Total electrons Medha, not just on phosphorus, हाँ. खैर, तो मैंने phosphorus वाले तो कर दिए, इलेक्ट्रॉन मैंने डाल दिया. Maybe I should do that in the end. 3 Pl bonds and 1 3. हाँ, phosphorus में Medha, you're right. But you have to find out the total number of lone pairs on whole of PCl3, not just on phosphorus. So what are we missing? जो मेधा ने बोला मैंने ड्रॉ कर दिया. And I agree with Medha, she is absolutely right. That phosphorus पे एक lone pair और जो है 3 bond pair. But देखो ध्यान से, क्लोरीन पे इतने ढेर सारे इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर आ रहे हैं, काउंट करते हैं सही है कि नहीं है. 1 2 3 टाइम्स 3 यानी कि हो गए 9 प्लस 1, 9 on chlorine, 1 on phosphorus, plus 3 bond pairs. कितने हो गए 13, which matches with this. बस हो गया ना. तो आंसर should be 3 shared pairs, which is bond pairs, and 10 electron pairs. Okay, all right, good try, but थोड़ा जल्दी में आपने कर दिया. Shridula, absolutely right. What you're saying is good. Vaishnavi as well. Excellent work there. Yeah, Devanshi. Sweet. It's okay. It's okay. हाँ वही तो मेरा PCl3 इसलिए तो हाईलाइट किया. देखो येलो कलर से ऊपर हाईलाइट किया PCl3 का 3 and 10. Let's look at the next question. ये वाला करो, ट्राई करो, ठीक है. Which of the following species contains 3 bond pairs and 1 lone pair around the central atom? अब देखो ये कैसे करोगे बिना लूज डॉट स्ट्रक्चर ड्रॉ करने के लिए. कर सकते हो, ट्राई करो. 3 bond pairs and 1 lone pair around the central atom. Let me be real with you. ऐसा सवाल नीट में कभी नहीं आएगा. But this is more for practice, just to get used to the whole thing. अगर ऐसा सवाल नीट में आया, then NEET will be a very different exam from what it is today. If these kind of questions come in NEET, then awesome, you are prepared for it. But मैं आपको openly बोल रहा हूँ, अगर ये सवाल थोड़े मुश्किल रहे, don't worry about it. ये NEET में नहीं आएगा. This is mainly for practice. ठीक है? Okay, cool. Akshada, Shridula, Medha, Khushi, and Amin are saying D, PCl3. Okay, Khushi and Amin are saying PCl3. Okay, what about the rest of you? Radhika is also seeing this, but बाकी लोग कुछ और बोल रहे थे, है ना? Akshada is going with B. Okay. Shridula is also going with D. Medha, Shridula. Okay, sweet. Let's go ahead and solve it then. I think you guys have the hang of it. ठीक है. पानी का क्या होगा? Simple कर दे. Let's start with the easiest one. 8 electrons, 4 pairs. 8 electrons कैसे? 6 plus 1 plus 1. Right? 8 electrons, 4 pairs. 2 बन गए. बचे कितने? 4. 2 और पेयर ऑप्शन डाल दो, खत्म. तो दिस नॉट द आंसर. ठीक है. BF3 तो डेफिनेटली नहीं है यार. BF3 में क्या हो गया? देखो इतने ढेर सारे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं फ्लोरीन पे, बट बोरॉन पे तो कुछ लोन पेयर है ही नहीं. राइट, देयर आर नो नॉन बॉन्डेड इलेक्ट्रॉन्स ऑन बोरॉन. सो इट हैज 3 बॉन्ड पेयर्स. ये वाला करेक्ट है. 1 लोन पेयर सेंट्रल एटम नहीं. इन BF3, राइट, दिस डजंट हैपन. BF3 में नहीं होगा ये. BF3 में लोन पेयर नहीं है. व्हाट अबाउट NH2 माइनस? डू द सेम थिंग. या अरे ये तो यहाँ पे आ गया. आई एम गोना हैव टू इरेज योर नेम्स गाइस. आई एम सॉरी. ओके, आई विल राइट समवेयर एल्स. ठीक है, कहीं और लिख देंगे. NH2 माइनस में भी नहीं होगा. ठीक है, होल्ड ऑन, आई विल हैव टू इरेज योर नेम्स. सॉरी गाइस. NH2 माइनस में है 5 + 2 + 1. कैसे? ये नाइट्रोजन का 5 हो गया, प्लस 2 हो गया हाइड्रोजन का, राइट, प्लस 1 बिकॉज ऑफ द नेगेटिव चार्ज. दिस 1 इज नेगेटिव चार्ज. ओके, इसके कारण हो गए तुम्हारे पास टोटली 4 पेयर. Again, now there are 2 lone pairs here. See, 2 lone pair on nitrogen. So इसलिए ये वाला भी नहीं होगा. और bond pair भी actually 2 ही है. तो बचा क्या? D. तो D must be the answer. So PCl3 कैसे करोगे? Same. PCl3 अभी देखा था. We just did that in the last question. Yes, absolutely. Let me look at what you guys are saying. Yeah, Devanshi, you see why it's not B? Yeah, B क्यों नहीं है? 3 bond pairs was correct, but lone pair नहीं है इसमें. No lone pair. Okay, because BF3 is electron deficient. It's one of those hypovalent compounds. BF3 is hypovalent. Okay. Akshada, not B. You see why? 3 bond pair, 0 lone pair. Medha, excellent. Medha saying 2 bond pair, 2 lone pair on that one. Okay. Vaishnavi saying D. Yeah. Radhika, everybody, do you guys follow how it is D? समझ में आ रहा है कैसे D है? How is PCl3? I'm going to have to run because you guys have another session, right? So I'll give you some homework questions, right? I had one more question planned, but it's okay. I'll give that to you. आप लोग देख लेना. Here's a nice orange. I love this color for some homework questions. Here's the first homework question. इस बार 3 homework question है. The formal charge on carbon atom of CS2 में क्या होना चाहिए? Next one थोड़ा सा लंबा है. Out of the following, how many compounds violate the octet rule? Just 1, 2, 3, 4 like Roman brackets में लिख देना. तीसरा वाला, which of the following loose dot structures of CO2 is incorrect? कार्बन बॉन्डिंग है भाई, बॉन्डिंग जरूरी चैप्टर है. इट सेट्स द पेस फॉर द होल ऑफ ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री. ठीक है, तो प्लीज को सीरियसली करिए. आई लव दैट यू आर ऑल्सो एंथुजियास्टिकली कमेंटिंग एंड एक्सलेंट सेशन. आई लाइक दिस अलॉट. आई होप आप लोग को मजा आया ये करने में. So 3 questions, homework questions. Please give me answers in the comments. It will help you a lot in your NEET prep. Okay, even JEE prep if you're giving JEE. Either way, it will help you. ठीक है, चलो. I will see you again on Friday, not Thursday. On Friday for coordination, and then next Tuesday again for these sessions. We'll continue bonding. ठीक है. If you like these sessions, as always, share them with your friends as much as you like. And this whole thing, yeah, look, hold on. P-table. P-table.com. My favorite periodic table. And as always, I'm on I Teach Chem, guys, on Telegram and Discord. Ping me if you guys want to talk about anything chemistry. All right. Bye. Have a great Tuesday. And 8:30 pe Ankita ji ka amazing sessions coming up. Please check it out. Okay. Tata. Have a good evening.